Hi there and welcome to Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. I hope you clicked on my channel today because you want to learn how to make Kahlua Whacky cake, because that's what we're making. Here it is right here, and I'm going to make it for you. Just stay tuned. Today I'm making a Whacky Kahlua cake. It's just like a regular Whacky cake, but we're using Kahlua. If you don't do Kahlua, don't feel bad. You can just use plain old coffee. I have some coffee and Kahlua mixed here, but if you don't do Kahlua or you don't have it, just do regular coffee and it'll still going to be wonderful. I have 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar. This is granulated sugar. I use raw sugar. Regular granulated sugar is not vegetarian. Did you know that? 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, extremely important because we're not using any eggs, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, good for flavor. Now I just want to mix this up just a bit in this pan. You notice I'm just putting it right in my cake pan, so no bowl to dirty. Okay, I'm going to make 3 holes, 1 pretty good size one and 2 smaller ones. I'm sure if you can see that. Can you see that? There's a real big one here and then 2 smaller ones. In this bigger hole, I'm adding 5 tablespoons of, this is coconut oil, but you can use regular vegetable oil. You could also use melted butter if you wanted, but we're making this. This is vegan, but that's not how this got created. Actually, these kinds of crazy cakes, they call them, they're created back during the war, I think World War II, when the eggs were scarce. You had to have you couldn't just go and buy eggs sometimes. So, and unless you were having your own chickens, you didn't have eggs. So sometimes you wanted cake. And so you would make it this way, and it's the baking soda that's going to react with the vinegar that I'm going to add in a second. I've got a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a teaspoon of just regular white vinegar, but you can use any kind of vinegar that you like or that you have. You can use apple cider vinegar, and then we're just going to mix this up until it's smooth, and then we're going to bake it. Oh, I'm lying. You got to pour the Kahlua. Pour the Kahlua and the coffee over. This is 3/4 of a cup of coffee, brewed coffee, fresh brewed coffee, and 1/4 of a cup of Kahlua. The whole reason we're making the cake. If you wanted to make this a little more chocolatey, you can add some chocolate chips to this. You could add some peanut butter chips or some white chips too. That would be good. And we're just mixing this up until it gets smooth, and then it's going to go in the oven for about 30-35 minutes. And then you have a delicious cake. And you didn't have to dirty any bowls. And if you measure right in the pan, instead of like I do, I measure out all my stuff and put it in bowls, then you would only have just a couple of measuring cups and a couple of measuring spoons. And then your pan is dirtied, and everything else stayed clean in your kitchen. And I'm getting everything in here. I want this all mixed up in here. And see, what's going to happen is that what baking soda is going to react with that vinegar, and that's what's going to give your cake rise. And what's also one of the best things about these Whacky cakes is that, you know, they're vegan friendly, and I don't have any eggs today friendly, but they're also good because they really don't need any frosting. Now, I'm a frosting person. I feel like for the most part, the whole reason for eating cake is the frosting. So I'm not mad at frosting, but what's kind of cool is that you honestly, really and truly don't need it. And again, I'm a frosting person, so you can certainly put frosting on it if you do want to. Okay, this is going to go in a 350-degree preheated oven for 30 to 35 minutes, and we're going to see you back here then. Here we have it. Whacky cake. Looks just like a regular chocolate cake, doesn't it? It's chocolatey and delicious. It tastes just like cake because it is a cake. And I'm going to cut it right now. And it probably should have cooled off a little bit longer, but you know me, I'm the boss of my kitchen. So I'm going to take just a little square here. Hard to be mad at that, right? Look at that. Watch this. Magic. And it's Whacky cake. Look at that. Delicious, just like regular cake. No eggs, no butter, no milk. all delicious, chocolatey, fun. Put some frosting on it if you want, but it's completely unnecessary. This cake is delicious just as it is. Give this a try. Let me know how you like it. Give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos about how to bake and cook stuff.